Okay, we'll move on now with our regular meeting. So what we normally do now, look, if you need to go, I understand, but if you want to get some tips and tricks from our very, very clever assistant Rotary coordinators and our regional membership officer, stay tuned. Don't drop off. So what we're going to do is just have brief 3-minute updates from all our assistant Rotary coordinators, and then we'll hear from Barbara. So to start us off, let's start with, I can see Brian Coffey there. Brian, can you give me a quick 2 or 3 minute update, please?
Okay, thanks, Adrian. Just for everyone's information, I look after District 9650, 670, 675 and 685. With 670, the membership chair there happens to be my wife. She's staying on for another year as the membership chair. She's got on top of all the membership leads with some great success going back 3 years, and found that the people are very receptive to still be contacted. If you haven't caught up with those old leads, those people are still willing to listen to you. She's been assisting a new satellite club for one of our lake areas at Warners Bay, and we're looking at putting a new club into the Port Stephens area. And we've got great success doing a satellite club out at Nyngan. It'll be a satellite club of Warren. The focus there will be on Aboriginal youth. We think that'll go in around about June. We're quite confident of that. She's dealing with several unpleasant issues at the moment, which a membership chair does get. And we do have 2 clubs we feel in the district in jeopardy. On a positive note, she had a budget for the year and not being able to spend it due to COVID. Every single club in the district is going to get a correctly branded teardrop banner presented to them this year, and there's also a $250 membership stimulus being handed out to every club. In District 9675, Rayanne Medforth is still motivated, but she's handing the role over at the end of June to the district secretary. She's going to be the district secretary, and the new membership chair was on here. I can't see him now, is Renger. Oh, he's still on there. He's still there. He's going to be the new membership chair. She has one new club at Sylvania's Waters, a passport club. It's got a lot of former members in it, plus disenchanted members, so it's a good outcome there. There's 2 new clubs being nurtured at Bankstown and the E Club of Sydney City. She has a May membership function coming up, and she's going to call on a bit of support there to get some guest speakers for that. And she's using the ABS statistics to start a cultural club in Campsie, Chinese-based club. And when she spoke with the Campsie people, they didn't realise that the ABS figures show that the majority of their population was actually Chinese. They thought it was Korean. So they're looking at a Chinese-based club. District 9685, John Fennessy. John was on here earlier. I don't know if he's still here. But John's extremely keen. He's continuing on in 2021-22. And he sees great opportunity also in following membership leads. And he attends to that every single day. He's developed a personal database. He's pursuing historic leads. He's requesting bios of those people and matching those leads to clubs and introducing them to the assistant governors. He said he's got a 23% success rate. He's going to write an article for RDU and Rotary on the Move, and he's pursuing a promising major corporate sponsorship for a satellite club. And he said his challenge is to get his assistant governors interested. 3 minutes is up. Thank you, Adrian.
Yeah, well and truly up, Brian, but thank you very much. That was good for you. It's one of the hardest things having assistant Rotary coordinators at all past governors. Getting them to talk for 3 minutes, almost impossible. Anyway, I can see my good friend Doug St Clair there. So, Doug, would you like to give a 3-minute update, please?
Yeah, sure, Adrian. I can keep it under 3 minutes. Most of my time recently has been spent with the merger of 9600 and 9630. We just had our district leadership training. Now, I can see Jitendra Prasad online here. He's our new membership chair for 9620. He's already laid down the gauntlet to the assistant governors. Now, I think we've got 14 assistant governors, and I think he might have said something like we want 7 7 new clubs, or each to bring 2 new clubs, because that we know that is the way in which we grow Rotary. It's been a proven thing. New clubs are what we need to do. I don't have to worry too much about the other district that I'm responsible for, and that's 9640. I see Jeff Egan's there. But 9640, they're going gangbusters, aren't they? Everyone in Australia knows how successful Andy Rajapaksa has been with his strategies. And so I think we need to watch what they do and probably learn from what they do to help us to grow our own districts. So that's pretty much where I'm at. I think I did make one other challenge to our assistant governors and directors at that leadership training, though. One of Shekhar's other mantras, I guess, was about empowering girls. And I thought it's important that we don't just sit back and say, oh, that's one of the challenges we're going to face, empower girls, that we need to actually think, what sorts of strategies are we going to do within our districts and within our clubs to actually carry out that goal? You know, you can talk about it, but you need to actually do something. So I'm spending a bit of time, even with my own club, about thinking, what sorts of things do we need to do to make that come into practice? There you go, Adrian. How's that? Under 3 minutes, certainly.
Oh, that's very good. That was under 3 minutes. You've made up for Brian. Thanks, Doug. Now we'll go stay up north and have Ida. Ida, Portella, if you could give us a report.
Thank you, Adrian. Hello, everyone. Firstly, just to let you fill me in, this is my last year as an ARC, and I actually thought I'd done 3 years, but I was halfway through, only because DG Marty asked me to be district membership chair for the new district. I'm actually glad I've taken it on because I feel it might be a little bit more hands-on-ish. So we had our district training on the weekend, and I think it went really, really well. From a district DMC point of view, I got to speak with some of the AGs and obviously meet some other district leaders from other areas that I didn't know. I've also kept PDG Ron, who might be on here. He's the current DMC for 9550, and Marilyn Raymond, who have done a great job. As you know, we've had a slight increase in our district, and which has been fantastic. They've actually just last week had a combined meeting with all the club membership chairs and presidents for clubs that didn't have membership chairs, and it went really, really well. So we'll continue to do that. It's been really good coming from my role because I'm going to hopefully incorporate that in with the ARC. Ron's going to stay on board. He probably hasn't agreed to it yet. I'm sure he will. But we've created a small group, and I've got some different areas, because I guess my goal when I came into this, one of them was how we could work together, working towards the new district. Our incoming DG Marty has set a very realistic goal, and I think we're almost there. And with the new theme and a great concept from incoming President Shekhar, I think we can easily achieve that. So that's probably, I think everyone's doing a really good job. We've got the areas covered here in the new District 9560, Northern Australia and Timor-Leste, and we'll continue to grow together, both the two districts.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much for that, Ida. Stayed under 3 minutes even. That was wonderful. Now, we want to go now. David Egan. David did have some family matters on. He wasn't an apology, but I see he's on the screen. David, do you want to give your report? Yes, I can see he's coming on.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks very much, Adrian. Yeah, sorry I was a bit late for those matters, but yeah, so four districts that I look after. First one is the one in South Australia here, and it goes into Mildura and Alice Springs, and that's looked after by Fiona Biederman, and she's doing a great job. Fiona's developing a presentation on leading change, which she's sharing with district leaders and membership chairs at the upcoming PETS. So Jeff Neal, the DGE, is sort of fostering her. I don't know if Jeff's still on I think he might have gone off. But she's also developing a booklet called Steps for Success Playbook, which follows her presentations that she's encouraging the club membership chairs to work with. So Fiona's doing some great things here. In Tasmania, Jody Lowe, I think Jody was on, but she's gone, and she asked a question about minimising the cost, if you remember. And Jody's got the third best improvement in membership growth in the year to date out of the districts down there in Tasmania, and doing a great job fostering new clubs and satellite clubs as well. And she's a great supporter of change. District 9780 is Roseanne Carver, past District Governor Roseanne. I see you there, Roseanne. And Roseanne has reported that they've developed some videos by successful district membership chairs, put them on the website for others to learn from. So she might be able to say a little more about that. And also, Roseanne tells me that she's developing a membership development committee and making sure it connects with the district's strategic plan, and developing a work plan to take it forward, membership. So things are happening there. And last of all is District 9705, which is Canberra, South East and Central New South Wales. Judy Ford and Mary Brell are joint membership chairs. They've been running some really quality webinars month by month. They're a little bit disenfranchised because a new structure has sort of subjugated the DMCs a little bit. So they're a little bit a bit frustrated at the moment, but working on overcoming that. So all in all, some fantastic district membership chairs, all of whom are very focused on managing change, and pleased to report their progress.
Thank you
Thanks.
very much. Thank you very much, David. I'm glad you could make it tonight.
Thanks.
Would have understood if you couldn't. Now we've got past president ARC, Damien Leach. Damien, you still there? Damien's a specialist working with youth and alumni. And here he is.
I am, Adrian.
Okay, you're very black, very dark.
So thank you. So what I've been working on is I'm actually writing a couple of, or probably a series of articles about the importance of engaging alumni, both through our training programs, but also through our general work at district leadership level. I'm also participating in, similar to what David mentioned, at the 9510 PETS, running a session on the importance of mentoring and around strategic planning and its way of being able to influence our membership outcomes, particularly where it comes to alumni engagement at club level and also through our youth program participants. And I'm also speaking to, I think there's a couple of DGEs. There's one of them out west that I'm speaking at their PETS around the importance of alumni and the importance of engaging them early, and about looking at the long-term view of how we engage them. It's not just about converting to membership, it's about developing relationships.
Thank you very much, Damien. Now, we had an apology from Peter Frill. He's on holidays and wasn't sure if he was going to get internet, so it doesn't look like he's got that. Ingrid was on. Are you still there, Ingrid? Ingrid from New Zealand? No? Maybe she's had to drop off for a reason that we don't know. And Karen Purdue? And just checking, we haven't got Linda McLeary there. Linda could still be working over in Western Australia. Okay, well, let's now go to Barbara, our Regional Membership Officer, for some words of wisdom. Thank you, Barbara.
Thanks so much, Adrian. It's great to see everybody online. I just wanted to point you to a couple of just some new and updated resources. So we have got two new courses in the Learning Centre. So one is about new club development, so starting a club. And so it's looking at, the process of starting a new club, tips for connecting with prospective members, and also, maximising club success. But also to the second new course is nurturing new clubs, because obviously when you're starting a new club, that's only the beginning. So this course also talks about things that you need to look out for to set a club up for success in the first number of years. So check those out. They're really fun, and I know some of you have already done the first one. Really easy to understand, very engaging. Also, too, I just wanted to let you know that we do have an updated membership resource guide. And so that's basically sort of a 2-pager that we have with a lot of the links that that are all in the one place. And also wanted to point you to an updated state of the membership PowerPoint presentation. So it's a general overall one. If you haven't seen it, you can then also customize it for the district or for your regions as well. So that's also available. Also, too, we're just going to be continuing in on the webinar series from Membership Development about diversity, equity, and inclusion. There's actually one that's going to be happening tomorrow, which is called Exploring the Black Experience. And it's really going to be talking to Rotarians from around the world about race and identity and, raising awareness about social identities. But if that's just one in a series that Membership Development have put on. Also, too, just wanted to let you know that there are some of the resources that are from International Assembly. So you can see President-elect Shekhar's theme speech, but also there are some selected sessions as well. So you could see the Growing Rotary session that Jessie has led to. That's a really great one to watch. So thanks, Adrian. That's just a bit of an update on some of the resources that are available.
Thank you, Barbara. Apparently I missed, Ingrid left a message on the chat that she has to leave for more Rotary business, which is not unusual. But she said she's dogged Matt in. She said Matt might like to comment on 9910. Matt, would you like to comment on 9910?
I could do if you like, Adrian. So we've got a few things on the go. I'm just finishing my 3 years as membership chair at the end of this Rotary year, and we're just in the process of appointing someone new to that, but hoping before I finish to have a go at starting a full-size new club, not just satellites, which we've had a lot of experience with in our district, and we've now got 6 and hopefully a few more on the way. But I'm really keen to finish things off with a full-size club, so we've got an area that we're looking to do that in, which is cool. We had an excellent call, Elaine, our current governor, along with Barbara and Andy from 9640, to hear about his methods for doing things. The one thing I took from that was the fact he says you can get a new club up and going within 2 or 3 weeks. Piece of cake, he said. So I nodded my head and thought, okay, well, if it's that easy, I'm going to crack onto it and we'll have it up and going in the next month or so. So that's my goal, and we're working on it.
Thanks very much, Matt. That's very good. Okay, well, I think that we might leave it there. We've got some assistant Rotary coordinator training on the weekend, so we don't want to wear you out. And I did want to talk to the assistant coordinators about district membership care training. We have done it previously face-to-face. Of course, that wasn't possible with COVID. Last year we did it via Zoom, and I think it worked quite well. I'd be keen to do that again this year, and I think Barbara would too. Is that right, Barbara?
Oh, that's to be discussed, Adrian.
Oh, that's to be discussed. Okay, right. So we'll have a chat about that on the weekend. Thank you, everybody, for attending. I hope you've all got something out of that. And look, I do remember who put their hand up, so I am expecting to be inviting someone, bring someone along to Rotary. So I'll look for those numbers to swell. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great night, and thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.